Chase Lee Hockey here with the Blue Futon. Out of the Netflix digital world, we have Pepsi, Where's My Jet? Seriously, Pepsi, Where's My Jet? But did you know Pepsi actually owned like Norwegian or Russian warships in the 80s? So seriously, where's my jet? So Pepsi, where's my jet? What's this about? It's a very simple premise, actually. You could take this as a kid wanting his jet, but this is almost a Coke versus Pepsi show. And this is no shit. Pepsi in the 90s had a cool thing. You get enough points, you get the glasses. Another enough points, you get this vest. More points, you get the shirt. But on a commercial, a kid lands a jet saying 7 million points, the jet is yours. And they said, wait a minute, there's no disclaimer, nothing saying just kidding. Nothing. So this kid found a loophole. He get the jet for $700,000. And you know what? Lawsuits ensue in the 90s. And a lot of other shit happens that you're just like, wait a minute. How is this real? So, did I like this series? I thought it was a great, fun series. Super fast-paced for 4 episodes. Even though with a lot of the murder mysteries they're doing, and it's not a murder mystery, I think this could have been 3 episodes long. So with that, I'll give the positives of this show. I think this story is fantastic. How they do it, it's fun, it's different. They take the real life characters of what they're at today, and they kind of, I wouldn't say de-age them, but get actors to do what they were doing in the 90s. And I think that dynamic of, climbing mountains, road trips, doing silly shenanigans is super fun. And the friendships in this series is absolutely crazy. Like, Michael Avenatti comes in as a sleazebag, douchebag lawyer, which, even in the 90s, he was a sleazy douchebag lawyer, and the main guy who was funding the operation kind of saw it from a mile away. He's like, you do not want to do business with this guy. And he's like, you know what? He's the one in prison right now, and what he did in the 90s is basically what he did with Nike. So what comes around goes around, and he's going to bite you in the ass. Remember when CNN said he's going to be the next president? Ha ha! CNN, you're a fucking losers. Anyway, so the friend dynamic, the characters involved with this, and some of it is pretty hysterical, especially like they do this B-roll footage of what friends do, like on horseback and stuff like that. So it's absolutely fantastic. And they get good Pepsi executives involved, as well as the advertising person, and different stories which happened in the Philippines, because apparently Pepsi had another like sweepstakes in the Philippines that went absolutely bonkersly wrong. Firebombing happened, and just shit happened. And this also goes into the laws of like, are judges in corporations' pockets? Is government in corporations' pockets? And it sounds like they are, because there's this like judge in New York. Like, I think Clinton nominated her. She could have been Supreme Court, but she went on the Pepsi side completely with the big corporations. I'll say the negative of this show is the pacing. There are some episodes where it's almost a little bit too much filler. Yeah, I understand what they're trying to do with, them going on the mountain and showing footage like that. But I kind of I know they wanted to focus on the friendship of this, what's this guy's name? Let's see if I can pull it up real quick. I should have done this. But there's this scene where, like I said, you have Michael Avenatti, and then you have the kid. I think the kid's name is John. And then the guy doing the money, is Todd. So the John-Todd dynamic is really fun. Then, of course, they bring in the Sidney Crawford, because the whole part of the first episode is more of Pepsi and their advertisements of how Coke had like 75% of the market. Then Pepsi comes in and just does this cool, hip ad campaign. And you're just like, yeah, that's cool. But that has nothing to really do with, I guess you could connect it, but they almost went a little bit too in depth of like, Shaquille O'Neal, Sidney Crawford, Michael Jackson. Like, yes, I understand your marketing department was bonkers and it brought people in. But overall, Pepsi, Where's My Jet? I thought it was a good documentary. It was fun. It was hip. It was interesting. And it makes you wonder, like, did the kid deserve the jet? And after, 20 years, this is actually a case in law books where it's studied at Harvard. And you know what? Pepsi messed up for sure. So Pepsi, Where's My Jet? Will receive a 4 out of 5 Blue Futons, which equals at 80%. So see the critics and user scores gave this one. So we have a critics a 100%, audience score a 94%. Now let's look at the scoring detail below. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Ha, I'm an idiot. So we have critics are 6 of them, audience score an 89%, with 18 of them. And going down below, Guardian, another 3 out of 5. But for Killer Sally, a 3 out of 5 was a negative, but a 3 out of 5 on Pepsi, Where's My Jet is a positive. That's why sometimes Rotten Tomatoes is trash. So anyway, 89, 80, 100. Chase out with the Blue Futon. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think is Bhutontopia. You Blue Tony's. Thank you for watching. Have a fantastic day. And I was gone watching movies, and now my dog just walked in. He is addicted to me when I haven't been home all day. Good boy. Oh, are you a good boy? Yeah, you is.